It's Jonathan, really, is it? Jonathan?
Well,
Jonathan, we're really waiting to hear this. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan.
Well, I can't sing, and I can't dance, and I can't tell jokes, and I can't actually play music instruments. I don't actually know what I'm doing up here. Except that before I came up here, I was told, don't worry, because 50% of all communication is non-verbal. Never mind that. Anyway, actually I almost did play a music instrument once because I saw this guitar advertised for sale in the shop windows, £5, no strings attached. Actually it turned out to be a fiddle. But no, don't laugh, because it's one of life's many cruel and callous and consistent blows that I've had to put up with over the years. You see, I put it down to my defiant childhood. My father was wicked. See, when I was a little boy, I didn't have any Christmas presents. See, at the age of 4, on Christmas Eve, my father went out to the garden, fired a starting pistol, and came back and told me that Santa Claus had committed suicide. Anyway, when I was a lot older, more sophisticated, more understanding of the ways of the world, I was about 7, I became streetwise, well, what I understood to be streetwise. I used to stop people in the street and I used to say, excuse me, do you know where Langley Road is? They'd say, no. I said, well, look, you go down there, second left, first on the right. When at secondary school, I was the head prefect. And my first girlfriend, she was 18 and she had skin like a peach. She wasn't beautiful. I mean, have you ever seen an 18-year-old peach? Anyway, jobs. Terrible time in jobs. First job interview, had a awful situation. Had big mahogany table with 4 people behind it, and they said to me, the first thing they said to me was, John, we invited you to this interview, but we have to tell you we think you're a bit young for the job. I said, don't worry about that. Since walking here, I've aged 10 years. My first job actually was writing for a comic called Jack and Jill. And there was a girl in the office called Jill. She used to pick up the phone and say, Jack and Jill comic, Jill speaking. And 11 o'clock every day, the trolley came round, the trolley lady, and she used to say, tea or coffee, love? I said, oh, give up, what is it? It was that bad. Driving, I was stopped by the police yesterday. They said I was drunk. I said, thank goodness for that. I thought the steering was broken. They said, you've been doing 90 miles per hour. I said, that was silly. I can get out for an hour. And blow into this bag. I said, what does that bag do? So this bag tells you whether you're drunk. So that's fine. I've got a bag at home that tells you that. Travelling overseas doesn't help. It doesn't cure the problem. I went and stayed in the United States. I had awful trouble with the language over there. Awful. They don't speak the same language as us. So I went over to write, because I was a journalist in those days, and I needed to have a rubber, you see. Now over there they call it an eraser, so a rubber's something else, I don't quite know what it is. I wanted a rubber, I was quite sure what I wanted. So I went to the equivalent of W.H. Smith downtown, and there was this one girl behind the counter there. She said, howdy. I said, hello, I want a rubber. She said, I beg your pardon. I said, yes, I keep making mistakes. She went right red. She said, oh dear. I said, you need a little rubber. You're making very big mistakes. So anyway, in the end she gave one. She said, have a nice day. I discovered this telephone number that you could dial from England to the United States free of charge. Perfectly true story. And this phone number is 2222222. And if you dial this number anywhere in the States, first of all you get a robotic answering machine answering. It says, the number you have dialed 2222222 is out of service. If you wait a little bit longer, you get a real live operator. This is great. So one evening I phoned up every state in America on the 222 or 222 circuit. And I played a different story down the line for each state of America. I went through to Pennsylvania. The operator answered the phone. I said, what's that voice? This is the US operator here. Oh no, your voice is coming through on my vacuum cleaner. Oh no. Can you put it to the telephone engines? I'm not even on the telephone. They didn't know how to cope. They didn't know how to cope with me on the telephone in the United States of America. But travelling, my first assignment abroad was to cover a naturist holiday in France. And I remember a week before I was due to go on the holiday in France, they phoned up and said, John, we just wanted to ask you, will you be doing this in the all together? And I said the first thing that came into my head, which was, what, with all my equipment? The first house I bought was very problematic for me because I had to get a mortgage. And if anyone here lives in Watford, you'll know that there's an Anglia Building Society in the parade, and I had to go along to see them. And I saw the manager there, who is actually called Dick Whittington. Great guy, telling me all about the cat he keeps. And so I thought it was great. He said, there's no problem about you having a mortgage. So I found the house that I really liked. And they said to me, phone up the estate agents, and they said, well, of course, we've got to check whether you've got a mortgage or not. I said, no trouble. You just phone up the manager at the Anglia Building Society. They said, okay, what's his name? And for a split second, I couldn't remember who he was. I said, his name's Dick Turpin. And he's got a cat. And so they phoned up the Anglia Building Society and said, can we speak to Dick Turpin, please? I said, oh, they said, we're very sorry, there's a Dick Turpin here. We've got a Dick Whittington. I didn't get the house as a result of that. They thought it was losing. Anyway, if you have been, thanks for listening.
There's someone who said he doesn't tell jokes. I think he's kidding us. Very nice, John. Something he hasn't told you, in spite of the rubbers, he became a father with an 8-pound, bouncy baby boy last week. If his wife finds out, she'll kill him. Right, we've got through. And Elmer